If you are a subscriber, you can only view on my main account. Bum, 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 bum. Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Hey, Lady West, good morning. We are back in action. We are back in action. No previews for the outside world because of the trolls. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. It is a fun day here in, I don't know, it's not fun. It's been a crazy morning, y'all. I've been sitting around lying in bed, talking on the phone like I got no job. I got nothing to do in my life but just sit and talk on the phone. And I get lazy. And then I think, oh, God, I haven't ran yet. Shit. Ugh, y'all. Shit. Morning. What's going on? I got the pig farrier coming today. The pig farrier for the Millie trim is coming today. So, she was pissed too. Emily was pissed because her first stop had a cancellation. Woo! She was mad. So it moves everybody up 2 hours. So I gotta get Millie Pig in her little pen. Foul mouth. Scott, fowl, F-O-W-L, is like a fowl, like a baby animal. If you meant to say foul mouth, it's fucking F-O-U-L. Thank you, Scott. When you troll, honey, you gotta be more specific. You gotta be better. You know what I mean? You got to know how to troll and not make mistakes. Now, Scott, everybody knows I'm foul mouth. F-O-U-L. Foul. Anyhow, good morning. So top of the morning. What's going on with Jane? Due to vertigo. Oh no. After the dentist. How the hell do you get vertigo from the dentist? You are? Hello, Shelley. Good morning. Yeah. If you don't like my foul mouth, there's other places for you to be. That's right, chickadee. Anywho, y'all, I'm tired. Tired of bullshit. I'm tired of people acting a fool. I'm just plain out tired of people not being able to look at themselves in the mirror and understand what the hell's happening to themselves. Reflection, people. Reflection. Hi, Gracie. I couldn't be troll. Hey, Steven. I don't either. Yes, because Jazz, it's literally only a subscriber live. I'm not allowing previews or anything. So if people want to hear me talk, they have to join. Because I ain't playing with the trolls anymore on TikTok. I ain't playing. So, unfortunately, TikTok is going to change. The gate is wonderful, Lisa. Grandpa hates the gate. But here's the thing. I cannot, and that's why I wanted to get the subscriptions up, because this is what we're doing. Right? This is what we're doing. Hayford number. What's up, chicken butt? Anywho, yeah. You guys, I am surrounded by ignoramuses. And you did? You joined the gym? Steven. Well, golly willikers. Good for you. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Leslie. We are okay. We are moving and grooving. I'm tired of people not being able to own their shit. That's what we're talking about. Today, people, you got to own your shit. Stop putting blame on other people. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something. You had a part in it as well, right? Stop passing the buck. Everybody has issues. Everybody is to blame. Stop making it seem like your shit don't stink, but the other person's does. Because let me tell you something, that person who always think their shit doesn't stink, oh, it stinks to high fucking heaven. Ugh. Ugh. Whoa. God. Come on, people. Come on, people. If you want to grow in life, if you want to be better for your kids, for your family, you need to be able to admit your own mistakes and see it for what it was. Plain and simple. Okay, 5 people, you better be tapping. You got the 7 people in here, you better tap, 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 tap. I have such a strong will. You got that right, Gracie. I've got a strong will. I'm just tired. Just went. I did my poop test, speaking of shit, this morning. That's right. I poked my shit. Poke, poke, poke. Don't forget to turn in your fecal matters. Yep, fecal matters. So this is what I'm struggling with, right? Sometimes it takes a while, but I always see my shit stinking before I already know, you know? But I'm trying to get better, right? I'm trying to get better at no buts, you know? No buts. No buts. Like, okay, but, no. You're right, I fucked up. That's it. Leave it there. The minute you put a but in there, it just takes up your whole storyline. No, I fucked up. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. Take blame. Because you are at fault too, guaranteed. Now, some of you aren't at fault. Some of you are at fault by proxy because you're pussies. You know? Meow! You know? You can't handle your shit. Y'all need to get with the program. Get with it. Fuck. Now, I fuck up all the time. Hold on a second though. But if it involves my husband, I don't like to always admit that one. You know what I mean? DTD. But I'm just saying, I'm very stubborn when it comes to him. Because by principalities, I'm always right. I'm always right. Right? Come on, women. So, I'll give you a free pass with your significant other. I am on live on TikTok, but just subscribers only. So, shh. DTD. DTD. You know what I mean? DTD. Hey, fuckers, keep clipping. Keep tapping. 8 of you in here. Candace, if you're getting ready for work, you better tap with the toe. Put your phone down on the ground and just tap, 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 tap. I saw you come in here, girl. Don't think I'm letting you off the hook. See what I mean? Do not talk while jogging. Okay. Don't talk while jogging. Get the hell out of here. Somebody told me not to talk while jogging. Can I breathe? I stopped talking and I stopped breathing. Oopsie. Gotta breathe. Gotta talk. You idiot know how the hell social media works? You gotta talk on social media. Lives especially. Can you imagine? What's that hussy doing? She's jogging and not saying a damn thing. Come on. And what about the people that do exercise videos and they're like, what? What's that bullshit? What's that bullshit? What? Stop it. Stop it. You ain't 3. You're a grown-ass person. Why are we sticking our tongues out? Lord have mercy, people. How come there are only 7 people? Because I can tell you why. It's strictly sub-live. No preview. No preview. I ain't playing the troll game on here anymore. Because, you know, you got those people waiting to take me down. Yep. Nope. Tuesdays and Thursdays, TikTok will definitely be no preview and subscriber only. And I'll maybe figure out what other days I'm going to do, but I don't know. Until they fix my accounts, I ain't fucking around. You know, here's the thing. Look, I tell you every fucking day, I make mistakes, right? I'm emotional. I respond with my emotions. My job that I have within my home is complicating. I don't have time for dramas. You know what I mean? I don't have time for the trolls trying to put a pin in my balloon. I don't have time for that bullshit. I don't got time. Leave me the hell alone. But I fuck up. How come I feel like I'm the only person in my world that can own my shit? Anybody? How come I feel like I can see things so clearly? The smoke has cleared. The visions, the haze is gone. I can see both sides to every story and know when your shit's stinking, right? I know when you're stinking, you know? I know it. Stop acting like I'm stupid. It's almost an insult to me if you didn't make mistakes. Christy, have I made a mistake yet this morning? No. I'm starting the day out perfect so far. Well, okay, maybe not perfect. Maybe not perfect, but I have a problem. Hi, Karen. I have a problem. I'm gonna tell you. I hate bullshitters. I'm a bullshitter. I hate a bullshitter. I hate people. Hate's a strong word. Let me readjust my word choice. That's a mistake. Hate. Not very many people I hate. Right? Hi, D. Not very many people I hate. I hate murderers. I hate pedophiles. Right? I hate animal abusers. You know, you get my drift. But I dislike people who use people to change narratives of others. Right? I'm not into manipulation games, especially in friendships. And I feel like sometimes people just think people are stupid, right? Fucking puzzle pieces line up eventually. And then I see I'm being manipulated. Don't like to be manipulated. Don't do it. I don't play that game. Homie, don't play that. You know, what is perfection? Anybody, what is perfection? You know, what is perfection? I don't even think that's something real. You know, from you. Oh, well, George, taking care of Ed, it's not giving me any special. Taking care of Ed is the tip of the iceberg for me, right? Looked after my uncle with cancer. No one knew how hard it is. 100%. HJ, 100%. It's fucking hard, but I don't think it gives anybody any sort of bigger benefit for doing it, right? I mean, I'm lucky. We are fortunate that we have the ability to have social media where we can both stay home, work, and take care of Ed, right? He's a big job. So we are fortunate that we have this, that we can do it. But I hate to make other people feel bad. You know, I hate to say, you know, yeah, because people can't. Oh, thanks, Marianne. Hi, Lita Low. What's going on, girl? Anyhow, it just worked out to where it could happen. People, you know, but a lot of people can't do what we do, you know? So I'm getting experience. Fuck. And not only experience, but I'm able to work on my relationship with him, right? I think it's pretty cool. Most of everything, I have grown from this experience. Looking after my mom, I had cancer. Oh no. Oh, Fiona, I hope you're okay now. So I'm gonna tell you that as far as everything's concerned, right, Ed's always been a giver. Ed's always given back or has wanted to give back to his kids in so many ways. Now, most of you know my relationship with Ed for years wasn't good, right? Christy, me too. Which personality is gonna be here this minute? But fuck, I hate when Dan says that shit. How you feeling today, motherfucker? What the fuck are you asking that for? Just checking to see what kind of mood you're in. Which one's here to play? Get the fuck away from me. Right, that sets me off. But anyhow, Ed gave us something, right? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Marianne's here, she's listening. Ed allowed me the courage to do what I'm doing today, right? Allowed me the courage to step out, hang a shingle in the arena of social media. You're coming? I'm coming. You want? With my cousin? Come on in. We're at Cousin House. Hey, Pigeon Flyer, how are you doing? How was your trip? How were the pigs? The Scottish hat, the Jimmy hat? Yeah, so, yeah, see, Marianne? He allowed me. No, girl, stop using allow. He gave you the courage to shine. He gave you the courage for your star to shine bright. Bitch, he didn't allow you anything. You allowed him to come into your house, which gracefully, gainfully employed you. And then, right, you tripped upon the social media, people fell in love with Ed, and there you have it. Thank you. Thank you. She didn't say so many words about it. She steps out saying aloud. He gave you the courage. When you're at the start and finish line at the same time. There's no perfection. Oh no, no regrets, yeah. I can tell you, I don't have any regrets. And at the beginning, I had all sorts of regrets, right? What the fuck am I doing? I hate this man, right? Hate. I use that word. I can't do it. I can't survive. Trolls be like, did you hear she said she hated this man? Yeah, past tense, bitches. Past fucking tense. And look at me. I turned about face. I did a 360-degree turn. And now I can say, I love him. What? Trolls, you hearing it? I love him. Oh, I would have, back in the, what? Back in the, I couldn't even utter those words. Sorry. Angel said you should get a second package for me today. Sorry, but Dar with 2 R's shit is way better. Oh shit, that's funny. Now I love that fucker, right? I love that fucker. That's subjective. So, it happens. When people say that they can't do it, I say bullshit. Because if I can do it, with the turmoil I had in my black soul at the time, anybody can do it. Anybody can. So I don't want to hear you can't, right? Don't want to hear you can't, because you can't. Hi, Cameron. So I feel very lucky. It's like last night during the live. These moments make me emotional, right? Yes, Becky, better late than never. These moments that we have with him during the live, when he's a different person, you know, his true self is shining. He's talking. And yes, I'm trying it. I'm still using it because I want to see cumulatively what it does. He was so mean. I bet. It's hard to care for somebody with a physical attribute. Now, I haven't had that, right? Ed and I just didn't have a great relationship for many reasons. Remember, I've known him since I was 5, right? I was 5 when I met him. And I did not like him at 5 when they were dating. I think I told this story where I hid every time he came over. I wanted my mom to date the other men she was dating. I didn't like him. It's like a dog sniffing a new person. They don't like, you know? So, do you ever run? No, I don't run organized races, because at that point, I don't like it. I'm gonna do it because I'm just doing it for exercise. So, you know, but Fiona, let's be real. My situation is a little bit different in the sense that it's a different dynamic, right? Because my mom married Ed. So we have a different relationship than most father-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, right? Never viewed him as a father. Never thought, you're just a pain in my ass. So, hi, Darwin. And so there was never any love. There was never any bonding. There was just irritations and pain and misery. My mom wasn't happy, you know? It was an unhealthy house. I think that's when all my issues started. OCD, panic attacks. The environment was not healthy. Ed didn't physically abuse anybody. He didn't cheat. He didn't do those things. But he wasn't the nicest person. He was a control freak, verbally abusive, I would say. But he liked control. So there's a lot of reasons why it was hard. My mom took us away from Nashville. She ran away from, I don't know why. And she got a job working for a dental assistant. As a dental assistant, and his office was down the road, 2 doors down from Dr. Fernando. So, Dr. Fernando and Ed were good friends, and the rest is history. So my mom was looking, you know, for security, single mom's hard, that type of thing, and she felt he needed companionship. Ed is not a very good alone person. He's not a very good alone person. So, trauma. I had trauma in my life with him. So the first 3 months were hell. And 3 years later, shit. Yeah, people think it's fake. I just bring people, you can't change Southern accents. You can't go talking from regular to Southern. She's fake as fuck. Just like my laugh is fake. Well, Pam, it's hard. Girl, it's hard, right? It's hard because, you know, whatever your conflicts were prior to him getting sick, you know, it's hard to let those go because you're mad, you're angry, you're frustrated. And that's okay. Those are your feelings. They are valid. It's hard. It's hard, girl. I mean, don't beat yourself up too much. It took me 3 years, honey. 3 years to learn, to forgive, and to let it go, right? Shepherd's foolish trying to communicate with another shepherd when all he cares about is his or her sheep. That's a brain twister. I never knew that. Oh, yeah, so Cameron, and got put on Lexapro. Oh, good. Let me know. I mean, not good that you have anxiety, but let me know what you think about Lexapro. Take it in the morning. Take it in the morning. I was taking it, anyhow. We can talk about that later. And that's okay, Pam. It happens. I told yourself to give yourself grace, right? Give yourself grace. Because, you know, part of it is anger, right? You're angry at the disease and you're angry at your husband. But you got to be able to, it's hard to differentiate, right? Because when we react, right, we're reacting to both, right? You're probably lashing out at him for being sick and for being in this situation. It's really hard. It's hard. There's no magical solutions, right? I was lucky in the sense that social media fell in my lap, right? My husband pushed me into social media. So I was lucky because I got that outlet, right? And it helped me tremendously with Ed, and still is continuous giving back to us, right? Now I'm making a living on social media for him allowing me the opportunity to take it here. And my husband, he always asks about me. And people don't understand. People are like, I just don't understand why he always remembers you. For some reason he does. I believe he remembers me because of our past, right? I think he remembers me because of our past. He knows we had a hard time. There was no love, and I think he always loved me. You know, I think in his way, because he's got such a convoluted way of thinking, right? That I do believe he loved me. As weird as that is. I do believe he's always loved me. But he just doesn't know how to show love, right? He thinks the way he shows it is by the monetary stuff. You know, your roof over your head. You know, I support you by, you know, whatever. But people need more than just that, right? He couldn't dig that. Like now we bond, right? We bond. We've never had this ability to do what we're doing right now. Yeah, Pam, and that's why it's important for you to show up here every day. I think because it helps. But to realize, like, you're okay. You're stressed, you're angry. You're angry you're in this position, you know? And I'm sure, like my marriage, it wasn't perfect before the illness. So you're angry. Because there's not a sense of closure, you know, sometimes I think that women need. So Ed does honor obligations, right? He does. And it's just weird. It's so hard to explain him because he's such an odd guy. Hi, Emily Jones. But now we're bonding, you know? I shower him, for fuck's sake. I clip his nails. I try to cut his hair. It's bad, but I still did. I do things that I would have never done to him or for him back in the day. I would be letting him and making him feel worse, but I should just buy him more food and clothes. See, I don't know. Tick, cat, toe. You know, it's hard to enable a person too. Like, it's hard, but it's kind of completely different than my relationship with it. Having an addict as a sibling, belittling never helps the situation, right? Tough love helps because at times, like, it's necessary. It's different. I never thought I'd be doing what I'm like. I tell you today, every day, or most times, like, my mom would be like, "What the fuck, girl? You go. I'm proud of you." You know, even my mom's side of the family is like, "Wait, what? You, huh?" Ed Salinger. Yeah. When you went through all of that as a youngster, your journey is yours. It is mine, right? It is mine. It's my journey. And it was, you know, have I fully forgiven? No, because there was trauma my mom had too, right? I wish my mom had a better life. Now, I know that's going to sound weird, but I wish, knowing knowing that her life was so short, I wished she would have been happier, you know? And I don't know if I can ever forgive that, but it was her choice too. I mean, it was her choice. She chose this journey, so she's not free of fault either. And she stayed, right? My father-in-law cheated on my mother-in-law shortly before she died from cancer. It was so bad. I expressed my feeling hurt my relationship with him. Okay, I have a weird question to ask you. Virginia, I totally get it. I totally get it. I have a real weird question to ask you. And this may be completely, only just because I've had a conversation of this similar. So I'm gonna ask you, hold on, my grandson attacked me yesterday. And I was in tears when my son got home. And then I had to take care of my husband. And I just felt like, how was yourself? Okay, is your grandson living with you? And how old's your grandson? And you also need to set your boundaries. So if they're living with you, you need to have your boundaries set in stone because your life is hard enough. I have somebody to read this in a book. You're welcome, Louise. Okay, Virginia. Before I ask this now, this was a topic of conversation. Do you know for sure that do we know it was a cheat? Do we know it was a cheat? Or did she say, please? So people do weird things when they're dying. Like, I couldn't imagine having sex with somebody other than my partner, right? Even as they were dying from cancer. That would be weird. That would be completely weird for me. I couldn't do it. But some people do weird shit when they're dying, right? Some people do weird shit. Do we know for sure she didn't say, honey, go live your life? You know, I mean, I don't know, because it happens. It happens. Oh, shut up, Pigeon. Your new name's Pigeon. I think he remembers Brown Eyed Girl. And this is why I think he cheated and she was devastated. Oh, all right. Yeah. Scumbucket. Yeah. I still would have had my own opinion of him, even if she said, honey, go live your life, you know, type of a thing. And he was able to do it while she was dying. To me, that would be weird, right? I would be like, yeah, weird, unacceptable. But then you couldn't totally blame him if she gave him the okay. But because that didn't happen, yeah, fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. So yeah, I think a lot of the reason why Ed remembers me so much is because of that. You know, my mom, right? The history there, the history of me growing up with him, the history of always being there, and because I've been such a prominent figure in his life, right? And people say, well, with you came Dan, right? So why wouldn't he remember Dan or forget Dan's name, but he never forgets yours? Very interesting. But I think it's complicated, more complicated than that. And I think that's why he remembers me. Because there was so much more to me than just a little girl. And he'll tell you sometimes, right? Sometimes you guys say, you know, he'll say, I remember you when you were a little kid. But he doesn't remember his kids. Interesting. Helen, thank you. I've tried really hard. And like I said, I'm doing the best I can. And some days, I can't say I don't get triggered, Pam. Triggering is okay. It happens, girl. And he triggers me sometimes, but it's me. It's me, right? His reactions are based on my reactions. His reactions, my uneasiness, my anxiety, he absorbs, right? So the worse we are, the worse he is. Max cheated on me twice, made up the first time and owned my shit, but separated the second time. Yeah. First time, you know, that's on you. Second time, yeah, you're a scumbucket. Who knows how the brain works? But I think that's my speculation. I think he's 17. Oh, severely autistic. Oh, shit. Oh, that's hard, Pam. That's hard. You have a lot on your plate, honey. You watching him? Like, that's a lot. It's a lot. So parenting must be hard. For humans, or humans aren't ready for. Are we, what? Tic Tac, Kit Tic Cat. You are a trip. I liked the live last night. He was cute, Emily. He was really cute. Those are the moments that I just smile. Like, I sit there and I video clips, right? I video clips to post. I video clips to for my Patreon and stuff, and just for the memories. And I just sit and smile as I record those moments, because those moments to me are very special. Cheating on my husband. Mary, I don't think I could ever. I mean, I think there were times in my life where, you know, it would have probably been easier, you know, when I look at it reflectively. But as the years have gone on in my wisdom that I have, and no way, I would never. But I can see how the earlier years could, you know, kind of be more difficult. I'm just looking at it from a grander perspective. But as I've aged, hell to the no. Hell to the no. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I'll watch you in the summer until my son gets home from work. And it may be too much, Pam. I mean, you have to understand, too, that your son should understand that you are also dealing with his father, you know, which is a lot of work for you, and you're still trying to wrap your head around it. So he may need to figure out something else out. It's not fair for you. We're just scholars, I guess, in two different ways. Simple things, so I have to keep an eye. Oh, Janet, I'm sorry. From a military family, biology, I hated almost government briefing. You know, I would never cheat either. He's entirely too special to me. I couldn't imagine. Could you imagine getting naked in front of somebody else? I mean, you know, like, what? I couldn't imagine at my age being like, hey, you find this body sexy? What? Can we turn the lights off? Can I keep my girl on? Yeah, I'll get one of the skims with the open crotch. I don't know, it's so weird to me. I couldn't imagine. Like I said, younger years, when you don't have the knowledge, when you don't have the experience, when you don't realize, right, the things you can fuck up, maybe, right? But now, in the last 30 years, wait, how long have I been married? 22 years? Maybe the first 5 years. I don't know. First year. Okay, first 2 years. Okay, maybe the first 5. God, it's so hard. Those first, well, I had Jennifer with him. So once Jennifer was here, there was no thought in my mind, right? Bye, Leslie. You know, sometimes not to make fun of the memory loss, but sometimes I'm like, trouble. I smell trouble. Dasha, his sister, who passed from, sadly, they have the same, you know, it sucks. It sucks. You know, life sucks. We're getting old, you know. I sit here and I think to myself, God, I'm getting old. I'm 50, right? My mom died in 3 years more than me. But I have been with him since he was 5 after my daughter-in-law died. Luckily, school starts Friday. Yes, luckily. Hi, Linda. It is the hardest job ever. And Dan. Bye, Steven. Get to the gym. My first husband never cheated. Late husband never cheated. Same with them. Unfortunately, I dated again and was cheated on, and it broke me. It was horrible. You know, I will not live to over 100. Having been divorced and remarried, I get being able to get naked. Oh, no. I couldn't get naked. I don't think I could get naked and feel like, you know, it's like, you know, when you've been married so long and you've been with the same people, right? You don't care. You just bend over naked and you're like, honey, don't do that again. That's scary. You look funny today. Look at the way. Anyhow, no, could you imagine? Like sometimes I sit, any of you, now this is, I don't even like myself, right? I don't like seeing myself. And so it's so funny. Yeah, and not everybody knows they're cheated on, and that's true too. Do you ever just sit back and look at your partner? You ever sit back and look at and Goodman, imagine when you're naked getting dressed what your wife sees. Can you Okay, cute. Sometimes Dan's just walking around after a shower, you know. I'm just looking at his body at 56 versus what he had a long time ago. I'm just like, what happened? What happened? What? Bruh. And then he bends down, he drops something and bends down and picks up his underwear and it's like, ah! Don't do that again! He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, can I take a picture and show you what I just saw? Get the fuck out of here. No, it's funny. How would you like it if I did to you? I'm like, I wouldn't. But I'm just trying to give you, like, be a little bit courteous when you're bending over in front of me naked. It's not cute. Oh, Jade, you are a horn dog. None of us look the same. I'm not saying I do either, for fuck's sake. I got shit protruding. I got things hanging, you know, but I don't, you know, it's just, no, it's not cute. It's just not cute. It's not cute. You know, I am that person who giggles a lot and has to have fun. But that shit's funny. That shit's funny. Our bodies have changed so much. Now, y'all, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Y'all, when you're getting in the shower today or later tonight, turn on the lights, get naked, and whether you choose to do it before you get in the shower or you do it after you get out, just bend over and look at yourself. Just bend over and see what happens. It's... What is happening? Especially men. Men, I have to say, Jake, when your angle, and you showed everybody but me, because we need to redo a new reenactment, but think about the men. Jake was in his underwear on Zoom one night, and he went to bend over to grab something, and he was in his boxer shorts. Kind of leaned over at the couch, the back of the couch, and went to grab something. Well, his Willis and Doodleberries popped out of the side because he doesn't wear those tight boxer brief things, you know. He wears the loose ones. So there was a couple girls and their women in there, and they giggled, and Jake was like, "Oh shit." And so I was like, fuck, did anybody screenshot? Because, you know, I was so sad I missed it. So what do? You know, I'm like, what did it look like? Was his penis longer than the testicles, or were you just see testicles? Or was it to the side? Like, was it like I envisioned it? Is it small and short and puffy? Just, you know, I have all these questions. And did Camping Karen see it? Camping Granny? So Chelsea's like, girl, it was so fast. I was like, what the hell did I just see? She goes, I couldn't tell you anything, but just that his shit was out. So, of course, I had to get on and I say, well, Jake, bye, Shelly. Okay, well, Dan will probably close his eyes, but I want to see it. So I feel bad because I missed out on seeing his Willis and Doodleberries. So, anywho, I'm trying to get him to reenact it again, but he won't do it. He just said he would have to show it to Dan too, which we could do. Dan would just close his eyes. But men's bodies are funny when they bend over. I mean, imagine all the nakedness, right? Imagine all the nakedness and all the men bending down. Some are long, some are, I don't know, craters on the moon. I'm not saying that my body's any better, but I'm just saying men's bodies are kind of funny when they bend down, especially when they're old. They've got these, good men. So think about that. Think about getting out of the shower. How tall are you? Like 6'3", like 300? What did you say you were? And then you're bending over and you're scaring your fucking wife. Y'all don't do that. She's actually giggling inside. She's like, look at that man. Woo! I got myself a man. Sacks are ugly. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily ugly. I think the vagine is uglier than a peen. You know what I mean? That's why Jake is popular. Yeah, I think he did it on purpose because he was just checking to see if anybody was awake. Because sometimes Zoom is on and nobody's talking, right? So I think he just mooned the camera just for shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. I got cradles. I got craters too. It's all beautiful. It's not. There's nothing beautiful about a vagine. And I think because it's gross. I mean, it's just, ooh, I ain't diving deep into anything without knowing what's in there. You know, I mean, men don't think about that. Like, what's lurking inside? You don't know. You have no idea what's hidden in the tunnel of love. You missing your naked husband? Well, I can take some pictures for you of Dan and send them to you. And you could just put his face on it. Don't tell Dan though. Don't tell Dan that I'm taking pictures. I mean, I'm sure at some point I might miss seeing Dan naked too, but not now. Not now. It's okay. I don't. Is there any woman other than Jade? Other than Jade, is there any woman who's like, I love seeing my naked husband? I love seeing all his stuff. The belly, the titties, the sack, the whacker, everything. Anybody? Other than Jade, she cannot comment. She cannot comment on that. Now, so I think about what's inside. As a male nurse, you should think about it because Cameron knows. So Cameron says as a male nurse, he's worried about what's inside and what's going to come out and what orifice, the smells, you know, the secretions. Does it have teeth? You know, does it have a venom it's going to get you with? Shit, we have a hidden agenda in there. You never know, right? I can have some magical powers that attacks you. You know? Shit. I can send some venom. Touch me, motherfucker. I just said don't do it. I'll warn you. You know? Bite off the tip of it. You know, there's magic behind every hole. You just don't know what you're gonna get. Now, you want to venture in there and take that risk, well, that's on you, buttercup. I'm not buffering, so I don't know what you guys are doing. Witness it to friends who went through it. What? The vagina rejuvenation. We know. You like the booty hole, to be exact. Yes, you love seeing his nakedness. I giggle. Don't tell him I said that. I don't care because I would tell him. I giggle. I think it's funny. You know what I laugh at? I think about the body, right? Now, my body has been through various sizes its whole life, right? I had a third butt cheek when I was pregnant with Hannah. I had a third butt cheek. I got so big, like it was not cute, right? And then after you deliver, you're just all, you know, swamp legs because your legs stick together and everything's big and swollen and shit. Oh, Jenny Boo, I saw she joined Patreon. I'm so excited. So I've also been big from after anorexia. My body just blew up. I've had all sorts of different sizes on me. So I've been there, done that. And I don't think Dan has ever looked at me in any other way. Like, but I do. I can't help it. I don't know why. I find it so fascinating and funny, right? But I think about him, right? I think about him and I think, oh my God, like old Dan, like 23, 22, 24-year-old Dan would never think he would look like that. Ever. Ever. My man was hot. I mean, he's still hot, but in a different way. He's, you know, Dan, old. I mean, I still have my memories. You know, I probably look better now, body-wise, than I probably ever have to him. I don't know. I'm just saying. But yeah, the body's a funny thing. I giggle. I think it's funny. Here's what I don't get. After kids and all the body changing, my husband would be the happiest if I walked around naked all day, every day. Yeah, I know, Christy, and I feel like an asshole saying that, but it's just the truth. How much like I can hold out. He's just not looking. Russia. Jade, what is wrong with you? I'll take what she's having. Jade is like, so like, I think she lives for sex, like multiple times a day. Like she honestly thinks about her husband all day long. And I wish I could do that for him. I just don't. How long have you been with your husband? Let me ask that. How long? I do, and my brain's fucked up, so I can't help but to think of those things and laugh. I'm fucked up. I know that. She's for trying to not have, because they have it all the time, Mary. It's like insane. It's insane. Like, I think something's wrong with her. I think she has a lot of testosterone. Has been a green member for a while, just like all the coin purse had it. 25 years? Fuck, she making us all look bad. Jade, I'm gonna have to ask you to remove yourself and refrain from talking in this group. What? Shit. Have you ever been like this? I mean, always. Hi, Giselle, mon ami. Comment ça va? Hey, have you always been this way in 25 years? Or did something happen in the last 5? Hey, V, how you doing? I'm so confused. 25 years? Girl. Jade, you are going to have to wait to be talked to. You may no longer give any advice until you pretend like you ain't here, girl. You're fucking up everybody. You're making us all as women feel weird. And like something's wrong with us. Playing hard to get will make it more exciting. I play hard to get all the time because I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. So I play hard to get. Don't you wish she had that? Yeah. So this morning, speaking of it, wait, hold on. Okay, so this morning he comes up behind me. He's like, I just want to touch it. I just want to touch it. Gee, now my blood pressure. Why are you checking your blood pressure while you're eating watermelon? In my own, now I enjoy it. Having 12 years married, and we have sex often. God, what is wrong with you? Okay, so he's like, I want to touch it. I said, okay, I'll do it. For some reason, I don't admit my hormones to change. Cindy, I think Jade needs to sprinkle her hormones out to all of us. I would want it more if I didn't have the Kitchen Chronicles. The kitchen was bad this morning. Jade, can you bottle some shit up for me? Do I rub it on my vagina or what? So Dan's just like, I want to touch it. So I said, all right, but give me your hand. I will place it there. And he's like, what the fuck? And I said, San Diego. Uh-oh. No, freak out. And he's like, what the hell kind of shit is that? So I put his hand there and I held on to it, right? And I could feel his fingers like trying to like manipulate, right? I was like, don't move your fingers. Just keep it there. He said, just want to touch it. So fine, touch it and don't move. So, but no, I don't want it all the time. Right, I've been with Dan for over 30 years. So then he's like, ooh, can I touch it again? I said, yeah, let me do it. So So I put it there again, and I said, but don't, before I put it there, you have to laugh, Sandy. And I said, but don't move your fingers. I'm holding his wrist, and I'm like, but don't move your fingers. You said you want to touch it. So then I put it there again, and I said, And so he started moving the fingers, so I removed his wrist and took his hand away. And so he's sitting there going, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? So yes, Jennifer, you are normal. For some reason, I can tolerate it when I control it. But when he comes up and just grabs my crotch, it pisses me off. But when he says, can I touch it? And then he's like, I want to feel the crevice. The crevice? Yeah, I just want to feel what side? The side crevice? What? No. No movable fingers, or you don't get to touch it. Welcome to my life. You're welcome, Jennifer. I am here to make everybody feel normal, except Jade. Jade makes us all feel abnormal. Thank you, Jade, for making us feel like we are wrong. Bad headache? Well, that could be your blood pressure. Put naked pics of you in your pantry. No. Do you know what that would do? Jenna, could you imagine Andrew walking in on that? You forget, my son's still in the house. He'd be like, what the fuck? Bruh! And then he would come back in and expect no, because I do that. Sometimes I wiggle my butt and I said, check this out. Don't you wish you had this? And he's like, what are you doing to me? Just teasing. Well, don't tease me if you don't want it. It is Blakely. Oh, cycle at the same time. Mary, that happens too. A lot of me and my sister-in-law cycle together too. She's like, are you close to your period? That's how she gauges. Headaches or low blood pressure or high, depending. So, anyhow, that's funny. Thanks, Jade. I'm still irritated with Jade. Anybody else? 60 and you can't get enough. Oh, shit. Dan did that to me the other day. You just men and wife for 22 years before she passed, raised by a woman and worked with them. The combos I hear are just like this. Cameron, this should make you feel at home. Sorry for your loss, though. I was on the toilet yesterday, or the day before. I literally I'm sitting there in cramps, right? I had some diarrhea, whatever. Big surprise, I know. And Dan gets out of the shower. Yeah, and I'm sitting on the toilet is there comments on it? And I'm sitting here going like this, and Dan gets out of the shower, and he's like, this wants you. And I'm sitting here going, are you I'm shitting right now, right? Do you know I've got diarrhea leaking out of my ass and I got cramps? And somehow I'm supposed to be turned on by you wiggling your ding ding in my face while I'm shitting. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Get out. What is wrong with men? What? You know what I mean? What is wrong with men? Hey, baby. This wants you. It's 1 o'clock. I made chicken salad, ate some yogurt, came upstairs, and somehow I ended up in my bed. Girl, I'm feeling struggle bus today too. I know this doesn't make you believe that, but I am. Oh my God. You're buffering. I'm not. You're not. I see you. Hey, Sarah. I have you call DoorDash is Los Angeles. Hope you're all well. Oh, you're DoorDashing in Los Angeles? Shit, they should pay you extra with all that traffic. That he wanted you to be able to swing it. And Slicky, I may not. I know people joke and I don't want to offend anybody, but you guys, sometimes I wish he couldn't swing it right now.
Amazon kind of, you click on the product, scroll down. Okay, I'll have to look then. Yeah, I know there was, you know, and Charlene, you know, there's a lot of people on here who have deceased spouses and stuff like that. And I'm not at all trying to poke fun at anybody, right? I'm just trying to have fun with the situation. And yes, one day I will miss it. I'm sure, you know, I'll think about the times that he did swing it and I was like, get the fuck out of here, you know? I know it'll happen, but God damn, right now when you're going through it, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it unless I ask for it. Don't show it. Don't show it. Just don't. He said, well, you would never ask for it. I said, well, seeing it doesn't make me want it any more than not seeing it. I don't know. Y'all, I just am a woman. I'm on my tightening plate. I did tinkle a little bit yesterday, but I pushed the limit a little bit too much. But the benefit of that is that there would have been a bigger tinkle than just a couple drops. So I'm really thinking I'm on my tightening tinkle plate. I'm going to call it the tinkle plate because it's helping me from the tinkle. But I did. And normally when I would tinkle, it would be like a gush. This time was a legit tinkle. So why are men so proud of wanting us to always see it? I think he's hoping that if I see it, I'll change my mind and want it. Yeah, you know, Pam, I'm going to tell you something. Even now, right? I'm like, I think we get in the mood, right? It's ebbs and flows, right? Like sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm horny, you know, whatever. And then it just goes. Like then I get sidetracked and I do something else. And it just, I think it's different for women except Jade. And who was the other one that said? But I like, it's fleeting for me. And then by the time I'm in bed at night, I am so tired. And that's when, like, you know, he's like thrusting and I'm like, dude, I'm half asleep. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm not that. I know. I'm so tired right now. Like, I don't understand. You know, I am so tired. It's like that deer on the side of the road. You just know not to look. Listen, I have my hands on my thighs that are jiggling. You know what that sounds like? Anyhow. I'm so, like, for me, the best time, if you want shenanigans, it's got to be morning time because that's when I have my most energy. I don't even, you know, no, I just, ugh, except Jade. Everything's going to be except Jade. No, there was somebody else who wanted it too. I forgot. I'm waiting to get the vibration blood, but I don't do TikTok. Do you have it anywhere else? No, just my shop. Do we not take it to clock out? No. Oh yeah, Jenna. No, you weren't the, no, Jenna, you weren't the horny one. There was somebody else who just said they were married for, no, it does. I mean, it hurts. Like after a while, like your flab hurts. No, I knew Jenna, but there was another woman who was married for 60 years or something and she still wants it. And I'm going through the same thing. It was Jade in my early 20s. I'm sure my husband misses those days. Dan does too. Like in some of the crazy partying days, you know, when other things were taken. And if I bend over, he's going to sense it and come right. 60, I don't know. Mary, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't 60 years, but longer than me. And she still wanted it every day. What? Who? Huh? How? Why? I love my husband. I really do. I know people don't believe I love my husband. But like our marriage is based on sarcasm, making fun of each other, and poking and not poking. Yeah, not anyhow. It was Margaret. Oh yeah. Oh, said 16 can't get enough. Yeah. Jenna, cool your jets. I wasn't talking about you. Not 24/2. I don't know, and I just don't know if I always want, I just don't, you know, want the shebang and the touch and the fondling all the time. I don't know. Is it just me? I think I just, from so many years of people hanging on me, right? Like the kids and being needy, and I'm like, just leave me alone. Your marriage is normal. She was 16 and still loves seeing her husband get out of the shower. And dancing. She said dancing. I haven't wanted See, a long time. Oh, hold on, I can't read. Hold on. But vacation is coming up, so I'll bring on the fun. Yes. 35 days. Wow. Nice, Sandy. You got to have vacation sex. You got to have it. I mean, and you're different, right? Hi, Sandra. You got to have it. Like, it's like vacation. You don't have the stress, right? Like when I'm on vacation, I'm open. I'm fun. I have no outside pressure of like yard work, hearing grandpa, having to do laundry, having to change sheets, having to clean toilets, having to do something. Oh shit, I got to do this. We got to do fast for Andrew. We got to do all these things. Andrew, you got to do your license, like all these things start running through my head. Like Dan doesn't get it. So Dan is like, in the morning time, right? He started fondling a little bit, took my hand, put it on his member, and was like, all right, touch it and tickle it and get going. Let's go. And I was like, you got to do FAFSA. This week, you got to do FAFSA. And he's like, what are you doing? But that's how my brain works. It's like immediately when I'm up, I got the animals on me. I can't really think unless you want to wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah. I don't know. And I don't know what that is about me. But no, I don't get a clock out. But the last couple nights, like I had red wine last night during the live because I needed to do my video for my pusher, my aerator. Holy shit, you guys stop liking. There's only 8,000 likes, which I don't understand, you guys, on TikTok. Now I'm gonna tell you, my friends have about 11 people, 9 people, sometimes 6, and they get like 40,000 likes. 40,000 likes. I'm sitting here with 11 people in my subscriber only live, and I only have 8,000. What the fuck? What the fuck? Y'all aren't tapping. The hell, I'm getting off. Y'all don't tap, I'm getting off. That's bullshit. My friends who have no friends in their things, I have more, and you guys still can't do your jobs. Whew. Call me your friend. You ain't my friend. I took a girls trip. No, man, it was a blast. Oh, Pam, you need to do that more often. Lady on yeah, I am. Abrasion plate. I'm ready for a glass already. I started drinking yesterday at 3 because I did my video and I had to pour it. Well, first I wasted like a glass because I didn't know how it works. So I was like, oh, maybe if you press the button and it aerates it and then it starts pouring. Well, I pressed the button and like wine started shooting at everywhere, right? I was like, what the fuck? And I'm still holding the fucking button, right? You would think, remove your finger off of the fucking button. Wine's going everywhere. I'm like, what the hell's happening? Why is wine going everywhere? I was like, shit. I took my finger off and then it finally stopped. Now, what was the problem there? Me. So then I had to clean up all this wine. Because you're busy. Whatever, never. Whatever. You guys got to tap. Y'all are making me look bad. I get on my friends and I'm like, what the fuck? They have like 2 people, but they've got 40,000 likes. How come I never get that? I never get that. Whew. Please your man. Please your man. Then you women wonder why you get cheated on. Oh yeah, that's the reason. That's the reason. That's the reason. Here we go again with trying to validate our thought process. Okay. Canning season is here. Ooh, what you canning? Some strange reason, but my husband liked Nookie when we had company. Yes. You know why? Because it was like sacred, We got a lot out of town. Family stayed with us. See? Because people like spontaneity. They're like, ooh, people are here. There is an element to them hearing us. Salsa? Girl, I love me some salsa. They get El Vato Loco. No, a true man, a real man, a man who has ethics, values, and morals would never cheat on his wife. And stop using that as a validation to cheat. Those are men like you out there who say that, right? Well, if you gave it up, I wouldn't have to cheat. No, you would cheat anyway because that's what you do. Because you're already trying to make excuses of why it's acceptable. Stop. Stop changing the narrative for your own storyline. This is the thing, right? Everybody wants to change the storyline, their narrative, because it fits them, and then they get more attention, or it validates why they fucked up. Do you know what I mean? I can't handle Mrs. D Sal NorCal. That's it. I have almost 700,000 followers. It's in my link tree, Mary. If you go to my link tree, I have all my accounts up there. I can't handle people who want to change their narrative to get them off the hook because they're guilty for their own behavior. That happens all the time. People fuck up. You have fucked up for some time now, but now all of a sudden, when the narrative changes to take the pressure off of you so you don't look like an asshole, you want the storyline to be something different, to deflect from you and to put it on the other person. Huh? Huh? Own your shit and walk away. I'm not real technically. Me neither, Mary. Then my daughter told me it was my fault he got a DWI. Oh, it was your fault. Yeah. No. Whoever's fault it is, yeah, I like that less. There's no button for pig. Or chauvinistic pig. And you can't believe how many people do that, Christy. And it drives me insane. Just so many conflicts that are out there. And I'm like, but what were you just doing? And how the hell all of a sudden is it that person's problem? When it's been your problem the whole time, but yet now you want to change the narrative for your story so it suits you better, so you don't look like an asshole. Okay. But everybody sees what you've been doing. But now you just want to play victim. Tell Brendan or Brandon, whatever, that the person whose fault it is, it's the person who got behind the wheel, right? You can't blame anybody for a DUI, but the person. I could sit and blame anybody. I could put blame on anybody if I wanted to make myself feel better. When people blame other people for their problems, it's because they don't want to take initiative and reflect on themselves. And they don't want to fucking admit that they were in the wrong. People, think about it. So now, because I chose to get behind the wheel, it's my friend's fault for kept buying me drinks? No, it was my dumbass fault for getting behind the wheel and thinking that I was able to drive. Y'all stop trying to change your narrative. Stop trying to change the storyline to fit your needs. Everybody does that. A lot of people do it. And it blows me away because I can see it so clearly, in my life. I can see it so clearly when people do this in front of me. And I'm like, why? What are you doing? And what's the real reason? What's the real reason? God, I just can't, you guys. I just want to shake people sometimes. Wake the fuck up. I already seen all your true colors. I know what happened. Stop trying to change it to make you better and deflect from you. Doesn't work that way. A leopard's spots can't change, Yeah, I hate that. I went through a pain pill addiction in my younger years. I could have easily blamed the friend who did. Yes. I mean, again, I can blame everybody for my faults. I can blame Ed for me being so angry and bitter, right? I could have blamed him for being a jackass. I could have blamed my mom for whatever. I could have blamed, but I choose to not blame anymore. I don't do the blame game. When I'm walking away from something or friendship or something like that, I'm walking away for a reason, right? I'm walking away because you're not true to yourself. You're manipulative and you can't take accountability for yourself. I hate the people who use accountability and then say but, because now once you change that, you have now taken away your accountability and you are secretly blaming the other person. I can't do it. I can't. I'm too old to have to deal with this. I'm too old to have to spend time on the stupidity. Own your shit, walk away. If it's your choice, have your boundaries in place, and just don't come to me for any bullshit. I don't have time. I don't have time. I got a Dan to worry about. I got a grandpa to worry about. I got my business to worry about. I blame myself enough for things that I am so hard on myself for. I can't do it. But you guys, come on. Open your fucking eyes. Open your eyes to your problems and your reactions and the reason why you have chosen to do something. Be respectful to yourself and own your shit and be able to say, my bad. That's it. Leave it at that. I fucked up. That's it. Congratulations. Let's move on. You're welcome. That's it. We don't need any explanation behind anything. We all know. Fuck. Bye, Mary. Have a good day. Shake it. Don't forget to shake it and bend over and look at yourself. For a giggle. Shits and giggles. Just call it that. But yeah, I've had a lot of friendships. I've had a lot of different things happen in the last 2 years of my life. And I'm learning and still learning. And I still am always dumbfounded at people in their... I'm always dumbfounded. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just always dumbfounded. I'm just always dumbfounded. I hate the validation for cheating. I hate the validation for cheating. Well, no wonder why Dan would cheat on you, because you don't give it up. Nope, not a validation. The people who say, well, you're on social media, so you should expect to be bullied and harassed because you're putting yourself out there. Nope, again, not validation. We aren't validating that. That's bullshit, and that's unacceptable. Because I choose to put my life out here. I should accept being bullied and harassed because people don't like me. No, again, not validation. If you cheat and you fuck up in a relationship, both of you need to take a responsibility, and especially the cheater needs to take responsibility and say, you know what, I don't think this is going to work between us, and I fucked up. Own your shit. It happens. But if you're doing that, you shouldn't be with your loved one. It's not because they're not giving you sex. That's a stupid excuse. Stop making excuses for your fucking behaviors. Stop making excuses for your behaviors. Stop thinking you can scapegoat yourself out of your mistakes. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. I got bit on my ass. You are offering yourself as free entertainment for socially abandoned people on the internet. Are you socially abandoned? Is that why you're here? Yeah. Anyhow, take responsibility for your actions. Stop blaming people for your actions. Stop blaming people for your reactions. Start accepting the truth of yourself and the way you treated people. If you treat people like shit, oh, Mary gave me a present. I didn't see it. Is that from Mary? If you treat people like shit, again, you treat people like shit, that person owes you nothing. Owes you nothing. And don't think they do. Capiche? Capiche. I didn't see it. I just saw it. I feel bad. I didn't say thank you. She's so sweet. She's way too good to me. So you have to realize that our actions cause reactions, right? But we have to accept the ability in our own issues for being mean, for being spiteful. You know, everything comes back and bites you in the ass eventually. Everything comes back and bites you in the ass. Now, if you can understand that, then that's great. But the excuses are overloading. You guys accept your responsibility in the fucking issue and walk away. Walk away. God, you know, yeah, I've had many friendships, right? Again, that I said, and you know, some people want to fight to the death and defend themselves on why they did the things they did and whatever, or blame me for, you know, people's relationships being broken up or whatever the issues were. And I'm like, the only person to blame is yourself. Like, I can only speak my truth and tell y'all how I feel. Now, what you do with that information is on you, right? It is not my fault for changing people's opinions of you. That's on you. And when you're not a truthful person, right, and you have been caught in numerous lies, well, you're going to get caught eventually and it's going to blow up in your face, right? Also have friends that are very needy and very, you know, require a lot of my time, and I just don't have it to give anymore, right? I mean, there's just been lots of hurt and lots of weird things. And, you know, I have learned that it's okay to let go, right? It's okay to have love lost, right? Then not loved at all, and have relationships. Every relationship that has come to me has been a learning experience in my life as a creator, right? I can't stand liars. I can't stand thieves. And I can't stand people who just don't have the ability to self-reflect before they attack, right? Or before they blame somebody for something. I just can't. Things I see so clearly for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part. And I just can't handle the manipulation that people go through. I just don't do it. I see through that bullshit. I smell it, and it's just hard for me. I smell it. I smell shit when it's there. And it makes me sad that people just can't be true. It makes me sad that people will sit and lie to my face, right? People will lie to my face. People who have left Zoom, you know, people who have, you know, done these things and have pretended and have lied and continue to lie and change their narrative so they don't look like they're bad, but it makes me look bad, right? For what purpose? Because I can tell most people, there's been two parties in even things, and it drives me nuts because these people sit and spew their narrative to make it fit them. Why? Because it's deflection. Self-reflection is hard, and they don't want to see themselves in the way everybody else sees them, or the way that they would see themselves. Like, holy shit, I suck. I'm a bad person. People can't own their shit. I hate that. I don't play that game. And I will defriend you so quickly. I will drop you like a fucking hot bag of flour when you try to manipulate and play me. I don't got time for that shit. Be honest with yourself. It's what I tell everybody every day. Be honest with yourself, because in the end, if you're not honest with yourself, you are going to lose the people around you because you can't own your shit. I don't play that game, you guys. And if anything, social media has taught me is so much is to let go of the bullshit. Stop fighting for things that aren't fightable. Stop fighting and stop putting yourself out there for people who really don't give a shit because they need you for their purpose, not the other way around. I shouldn't have to need people. You shouldn't have to want to get close to me because of the potential of what I could do. That's bullshit. Have some more respect for your person or your friend, as you so call it. Because if you are manipulating them and lying to them and cheating them of something, or having an ulterior motive, you aren't being truthful. And don't you dare come at me making it my fault. Don't you dare come out here. And I've been blamed for so much shit, and I don't even fight it. Because I'm like, if that's the way you want to walk away and think it's me and I'm the problem, shame on you. And maybe one day you will open your eyes and see that the real issue was you, not me. because I didn't put up with the bullshit. And I learned along the way to not put up with the bullshit. Y'all stop being taken advantage of. Stop being taken advantage of. And sometimes we get taken advantage of and we don't even realize it. But I tell you what, when I sniff it out, I'm going to stop it immediately now. Y'all, step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. Put your foot down. When you see ugliness happening around you, if it's been a friend or somebody you thought was in your corner for the longest time, reflect on the relationship and look at it for what it truly is. Angel, if you're scared, get the fuck out. But Gracie, I've told you before, if you did the right thing, you did the right thing. You know, and that's the thing. You have to stand, and sometimes in the process, you might lose a friend or two or a family member because you're stepping up to the plate, but who fucking cares? Because if they leave you because you are setting boundaries and saying, fuck up, I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to do this with you. Not going to do this again with you. Well, call the police. Call the police. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't play that. And if you're the mom and you're scared of your own kid, get the fuck out of my house. Wanting for someone that pertains to you. I can't help you with that one, Jade. Just go find your husband. I just, you know, I have so much trauma in my life, believe it or not. More than I want to have, believe it or not. It's very frustrating. It's very hard for me because I get so emotionally involved with different people, and it just sucks because I'm always involved. I'm always involved, whether I want to be or not. But I see it all. So right. I don't choose sides.
Exactly.
Always.
And it was enough that you don't.
But sometimes I choose sides when necessary.
You just loved it, right? You were taken and you...
I wish I was selfish. I really do. I wish I had no emotion. I wish I could just say fuck you to anybody and say, I don't really care. You know? I don't really care. I don't really care. Don't even talk to me about it. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't give a shit. I don't care, but I can't because I get invested and I love people and people who have been in my lives for a long time. It's really hard, to let those things go. It's really hard sometimes, but you got to do it for you. Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse, a fucking curse. Like I'm in a curse right now. Because I want to scream at the top of my lungs, with like, how do you not see this? What the fuck is happening? Y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you think this shit, how do you post your shit? What? And it's not just, it's always, it's always something. Always something. Ugh. It's always something. I must be a drama magnet. Yeah, it's always so obvious to me. I'm like, is it just this obvious to me? Am I an idiot? You know what, Kat? I would take. People say that all the time, but if you didn't have the drama, what would you do? I mean, huh? I have had more drama since started social media than I have had in a long fucking time. And I can tell you something. I'm fine without the drama. What? Like not to have additional stress or not to like want to yell at people at the top of my lungs. Like, how are you this much of an idiot? Like, what? I can't. Scream in my head does not help me. I really want to scream at people sometimes. I really wish, I hope at some point I get to my life and I'm like, fuck you. And not even think about it. Fuck you. You're a fucking piece of crap, you know, like, and just not, I just can't, y'all. I'm so conflicted almost every day with the things that I see, the things that I read, the same things that I hear. I can't. Sometimes I just, what? Nobody's fooling me, I can tell you that right now. You ain't fooling me. Shit. God. Keep your head up, Pam. All right, I'm not doing anything. I got to get ready to go. I got to get Millie in her pin. I got to do some arms really quick. But I love you guys. Remember, you are worthy, you are important, and you matter, and your feelings are just that, yours. And you can feel whichever way you want to feel, and they're valid. I don't care who tells you that they're not valid. You are valid in your thoughts because it's a you person. You're emotional. You're in charge of your own emotions. You're in charge of your own feelings, and fuck everybody for telling you otherwise. You guys, set your boundaries. Set your boundaries. When you sniff shit out, let your people know that you smell shit. Because I smell it every day. Anyhow, there you have it. Have a great day. Love you guys. And keep your head up. And love thyself. Respect thyself. And with doing those things, you need to be self-reflective and stop allowing people to use you and abuse you and fucking manipulate you. God. Anyhow, all right. There you have it.